Okay, so here are those problems that you requested, and again, I'm going to color code them just so you can see what's going on. So for number 5, the f of x function, I'm going to use purple for that, and the g of x function, I'm going to use green for that. All right, so number 5, we have g of f of x. So g is the green function, so we don't do anything with that right now. We just write g of. All right. Now what we're going to do is we're going to take out the f of x function and we're going to replace it with what it's equal to. In this case, it's equal to x squared plus 3. So inside the parentheses where the f of x was, we're going to put in x squared plus 3. All right. Now what we're going to do is we're going to take this g function on the outside. We're going to rewrite it like it is, but this x, we're going to leave it out. We're just going to put parentheses, so it's going to look like this. And again, it's green for the g function. So that's the x, and then there was plus 1. So I, again, took out the x, put parentheses, and then put the plus 1. All right, now what I'm going to do is I'm going to drop down what's in the parentheses up here and put it in the parentheses down here. So put the x squared plus 3. All right. So now all I got to do is simplify this, and in order to simplify this, all I'm really going to do is combine my like terms. So I have a positive 3 and a positive 1, combine those, and I get x squared plus 4. So g of f of x is equal to x squared plus 4. All right, the next one, this one you had to find the inverse for this function. So again, the first step in finding the inverse for the function is we remove the f of x and we write y. Now we're going to switch the x and the y. And now we're going to solve it for this y. Solving it for y means we get the y all by itself. All right, so the first thing we got to do is get rid of this 12. So we got to move it to the other side. So to get rid of it from here, we got to do the inverse. So we have to add 12. All right, so now I'm just going to write the 3y cubed in the front now equals, and then on the other side we have x plus 12. All right, so again, we're trying to get y by itself. So now we got to get rid of this 3 that's out front. So we do the inverse again. We're multiplying by 3, so the opposite is to divide by 3. So we divide by 3, divide by 3. They cancel out. We get y cubed equals x plus 12 over 3. All right, and then the last thing we got to do is get rid of this cube. And the inverse or the opposite of cubing something is cube root. So we do the cube root of this side. All right, to get rid of that cube, and whenever we do this side, we have to do the other side. So we do the cube root of this side. So these cancel out, and we're left with y equals the cube root of x plus 12 over 3. And you can leave your answer like that. You really should write it as f to the negative 1 of x, which means the inverse of f is equal to the cube root of x plus 12 over 3. All right, so that's how you really should write that answer. All right, then number 10. Number 10, we are solving this equation. All right, so to solve this equation, again, we're trying to get x by itself. So the first thing we have to do is get rid of this 5 because it's not under the third root bracket. So we have to add 5. They cancel out, leaves me with the third root of 2x equals 12. All right, now we have to get rid of the cube, or root, and the opposite of cube root is to cube it. So we cube this side, and again, whatever we do to one side, we have to do the other side. So now this cube undoes the cube root, so they cancel each other out, so it just leaves us with 2x equals, and then 12 cubed, you can throw that in the calculator. All right, so I just do 12 to the third power and get 1,728. All right, and then our last step, again, to get the x by itself is we got to get rid of this 2. We're multiplying by 2, so we divide by 2. So that's all I got to do is take my answer and divide it by 2 and get 864. So we get x equals 864. All right, and then the last one, all you have to do is show that these are inverses. So all you have to do is show that f of g of x is equal to x. So again, let's color code it. So the f function will be my purple and the g function will be my green. All right, so again, we're going to show that this is just going to give us x. So again, we go to the inside function, which is my g function. I'm going to take it out and replace it with what it's equal to. So my f function, I don't do anything with. Again, that's my purple function. All right, but my g function, I'm taking it out and replacing it with what it is. So it is x minus 5. All right. Now I take my f function, rewrite it, but I leave out the x and just put parentheses. So it looks like this. Parentheses plus 5. All right. Now we drop down what's up here. And then all I have to do is simplify, and simplifying in this case is just combining my like terms. They cancel out, and it just leaves me with x. So I showed that f of g of x is equal to x, and that's how you prove that they are inverses.